The kick by Sanders is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Heath. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
A give up the middle to Akers. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Heath. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st down, Heath. He'll dump this off to Akers. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Heath. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And a short gain down to about the 33.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Heath. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, Heath. Addison hauls it in. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Looking to throw. Heath. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation, very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Off the play fake. Heath. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Three red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal here.
Madison will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
The no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown.
And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line.
At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Hey, kill. 2 for 1.
Now a first down throw. Gone.
Over the middle and taken in by Laporta.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Goff throwing again. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw is Goff.
He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Gibbs. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Mayer. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Heath over the middle and complete to Addison. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Heath. That is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing on 1st down. Heath. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He gets it to Addison.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Douglas. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
Here's Goff. He's got his man in the crossing route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
This out quickly to Williams.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now Goff on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Value three, value three.
Goff. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That time, man, it put a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. On the give, this is Akers. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 66 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll change things up. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off off the bootleg. Heath. His throw incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Goff. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Hold on. Check.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Goff.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Here's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 6-yard line.
He's back to throw.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now they'll audible to something else.
They'll look to throw.
That's caught by Addison.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Completes it to Douglas. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And a fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Goff looking to change the play.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
17.
Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Now it's Goff. That's to the sideline and incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving them nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
This will be fielded at the 17. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here's 1st down. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. Oh, a heck of a move. And he'll manage maybe 10 yards, but they'll surrender that defensively, no problem. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Lions now, they'll get the first crack at things here in overtime as we are back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Again, Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Here's 2nd and 7. From the 50, it's Goff. He's got it to Williams. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll go again with Gibbs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Two yards to go, 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Goff. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Two minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Hand off now to Gibbs. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. Sanders' kick is good, and they have regained the lead. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Heath. Pass complete. It's Hockenson. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 8. And defensively, they'll say you can have that. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Now a 2nd and 2.
Operating from the gun. Heath. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They wanted to avoid the dreaded 4th down and having to get a conversion or it being the final play. They picked it up, though, on 3rd.
I love how you described that because we've been in those situations and seen it. If you get to 4th down, especially in overtime, things get a little shakier, don't they? The hands get shaky, right? The throw, if you're going to throw the ball, being able to run it, all of that coming down to one big play. Very nice of them and nice for them to pick it up on 3rd.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll look to throw again.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
There's Jefferson to pull that in.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially get out of here with a tie. And he got it. It's good. They answer with a field goal of their own to send this game to sudden death. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and very rarely in the National Football League you tie. But that's what we had here. Each team with a field goal in the extra session, but nobody could separate.
I'm glad you went in that direction because I thought the next thing was going to be, and sometimes it rains, but that's not really the case here, right? Look, if this is college football, they keep playing. You know, they're going to break that tie and continue to go how many overtimes it takes. Postseason football, we're still playing. But it's the regular season. You get one extra period to decide it. This one, we get field goals on each side. And guess what? The end result's the same. Tie, off we go. Let's move on to the next one.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.